I'm Lloyd Doggett from Texas, and I think there is a different kind of pre-existing condition we've not yet addressed this morning. It's a pre-existing condition that is afflicting our Republican colleagues, and it's called amnesia. They have forgotten what it was like before we had protection for pre-existing conditions. At the White House, in this Congress, at the courthouse, they are pulling out all the stops to eliminate the pre-existing protection provisions that are so important in my state to almost half of the entire population. As we stand here and discuss this issue, at this very moment, in a United States District Courtroom in Fort Worth, Texas, a challenge is being made to the pre-existing requirements. It is being made by the Texas Attorney General in Texas versus the United States. An Attorney General, I might mention, like some of our House colleagues and a number of members of the Trump gang, who is under personal indictment for his own bit of wrongdoing. Today, he is seeking a preliminary injunction to eliminate immediately the protection for pre-existing conditions that we've heard about. This would pull us back to an era of discrimination. It would put us back in the days of the fine print and the clever caveats. If you could afford coverage, then probably you wouldn't get coverage at the time that you needed it. Nobody should be priced out of the protection that is so important to those who've experienced cancer or asthma or diabetes or been a victim of violence. Instead of closing the uninsured gap, Republicans would expand it by throwing more families out. In July of this year, I introduced an amendment in the House Ways and Means Committee to require insurance coverage to include the protection for pre-existing conditions. But unfortunately, every Republican member of our committee voted against that very protection. House Republicans seem to be competing with the White House to see who can do the most damage to the pre-existing condition guarantees, turning the Affordable Care Act into junk insurance. Hopefully, the federal court will deny the injunctive relief being sought there in Texas this morning. We'll maintain this protection. All we really need is about another 2 months, because I believe that the best way to guarantee that we strengthen our health care law and protect pre-existing conditions, to change the law, you change the lawmakers. And we're about to do that and stop the undermining of the Affordable Care Act.